Alright guys, in today's video we are going to talk about if you are still being negatively financially impacted by COVID and the lockdowns. I'm going to go ahead and read an email from, just read an email so you guys can relate to it. The company that I was working at got acquired, and so I decided to freelance the rest of 2019, and I'd return to full-time in 2020. That did not pan out the way I expected. 2020 did a number on all of us, and I feel that I'm still affected by it. It compiled with anxiety, and a lot of my freelance prospects dried up, so I'm continually looking for work. I know I'm a good designer, but without consistent work, imposter syndrome does creep in. So it's interesting that you decided to reach out. I do have trouble raising my vibration consistently. I don't always feel drawn to LOA or tarot videos like I did before, but I do still track things here and there. It was definitely better prior to the pandemic lockdown. So let's talk about this, guys. The first thing I want to state, so I'm going to go over a few things human to human and just give information about law of attraction, and then I'll of course channel a message at the end of this so we can get Source's juicy good energy on this. Let's nitpick a lot of this. When she says the first thing, it didn't pan out the way I expected. So there's still an active vibration of disappointment. And there's probably an active vibration of being hard on yourself and judging yourself for not being able to make it. That just means you got to process the emotions. Of course I feel disappointed it didn't work out the way I thought it. I was at a peak emotionally and financially, and it dropped and it tumbled, and something happened far outside of my control that took a doozy on me. So of course I feel disappointed. It would have been nice to have stayed at that financial peak. It would have been nice to have stayed in a feel-good emotional state. It would be nice to have that belief in myself. It would have been nice to have been able to make it, been one of those people who seemed to thrive during the pandemic. So it's okay that I feel disappointed. It's okay that I feel let down. It's okay that I feel let down by the universe. So we got to process that emotion, that vibration, just to get it out of your system. The second point in here is, I am still affected by it. That's very strong words, guys. If you say, I am, you become that. I am still affected by it. You got to say, it sucks that I haven't yet figured out a new way to focus to get my vibrations at a different set point to get in something new. I haven't yet discovered. Do you see how, so I am keeps it solidified. We just got to loosen it up a little bit, and then we'll get high vibe. But first we just got to loosen up. It sucks. I don't like that that happened. I don't like that I feel, so we want to change I am to I feel, because I am solidifies it, you become that. I am affected by it. I feel affected by it still. That at least loosens it up a little bit. I feel affected by it still. It feels a little bit more difficult to get work than I would like. So now I have clarity that I would like to get work easier. I'd like it if work came to me easier. I'd like to start receiving more dollars flowing to me and through me. That went a little too far. I'd like to be receiving work again. It would be very enjoyable to be working on projects again. It would be nice if projects came my way. I'm going to stay there for now. It would just, I don't like that I feel like it's still impacting me, and I'm going to be okay with that for now, knowing that I'm willing to tune in to my inner being to be guided to a different vibrational set point on this. You know what, inner being, can I just toss the reins to you and let you start guiding this feel better journey for me? Because that would be really nice if I felt more supported along this journey, if I felt more encouraged, if I felt like someone or something had more of my back. The next part that I want to highlight for you guys, I'm continually looking for work. So what you, law of attraction simply is what you focus on, you get whether you want it or not. If you're in the vibration of, I am looking for work, you're going to be looking for work. I have been looking for work, so we got to change it slightly. I've been looking for work for quite some time. I've been looking for work and it hasn't panned out to an actual job. But I get it. It's because I've been looking for work. I'm now ready to allow that to shift just a little bit. I'm willing and open to think about, view this, feel about this topic differently because I know that it would be nice. If it's possible, it would be really nice if I could be working. I would like to be working. Going into an office and working, seeing coworkers, putting out work, seeing my designs brought out into the world. It would be really nice to be working. It is nice to be working. I do enjoy working. I enjoy being acknowledged for my gifts and my talents. I enjoy being appreciated in the form of financial currency for my work. I do enjoy being productive in a feel-good work environment. I would like more projects. I would like a steady job again. You see that completely different way to talk about it, guys? So now let's go to, I do have trouble raising my vibration consistently. So most of the time when people say that, it's because they think it's this is where I'm at. I'm just here, low vibe, and I got to raise my vibes up here to get something good in. So that does work. You can manifest that way. Just I'm going to intentionally get my vibes up here, be a match for it, get it in, enjoy it, and then I'm going to go back down. When like, guys, it's so, believe it or not, it actually is simple to like raise your vibes. It literally takes one 15-minute meditation a day. And all I do is I set a timer. I set a timer for 16 minutes because I normally kind of shuffle around, you know, move my pillow around, put a blanket on me the first kind of minute. And you just focus on your breath. Some days I sink into my body and I immediately just feel my lungs expand, feel them deflate. Other days my mind's a little bit more wound up, so I have to be more deliberate in my thought. And as I'm breathing in, I just think in. As I'm breathing out, I go out, out, out. And your mind will wander, and that is okay. It's every time you become aware, like, oh, I started thinking about work. I started thinking about that boy. The timer hasn't gone off yet, so it's the time to refocus on my breath. In, out, out, out. Every time you catch that thought and redirect it back to what you wanted in, you are changing the neural pathways in your brain. You are changing your point of focus deliberately. And it's a practice. As you do it day by day, you're going to feel better and better and better. So your vibrations will just naturally start going bit by bit a little bit higher. So now when you go to deliberately manifest something, you don't have as far to go. And when you come back down, you'll be here. So it's a 15-minute meditation and followed by writing a list of 10 things that you find satisfying about your day. I find it satisfying to find a YouTube video that's raising my vibes. I find it satisfying that someone made time to make me a video to help me just where I was at. I find it satisfying that someone else emailed Kelly asking the exact same question that I wanted an answer to. I find it satisfying that she has plants in her background. Let me give you an example of mine, guys. This was my satisfaction list for today. I found it satisfying, my conversation with a guy at the gym. I found it very satisfying that the squat rack was open when I went there. I found it satisfying that I did a 2.5 minute, 2 minutes, 34 seconds wall squat. I found it satisfying that I was able to up my overhead press by 5 pounds. I can now overhead press 70 pounds. I found it satisfying that I did 10 extra pounds on the squat. I can now do 165. I find it satisfying that I did 30 minutes of cardio, and it was easier than when I started adding in cardio 3 weeks ago. I find it satisfying that I was able to do 5 minutes worth of sprints and intervals in that 30 minutes. I find it very satisfying that I did 30 minutes of cardio at a faster pace than I previously did. Did you guys see that? Like 8 of my 10 was just about the gym, and what I found satisfying there, I milked it for all it was worth. I found my cold shower satisfying. It really woke me up. It really gave me some mental clarity and some, ooh, let's get some stuff done. And I have more on here. So I wanted to give you guys a point. It doesn't have to be, I love that my husband like surprised me with flowers and planned a romantic getaway and is taking us and the kids to Disney World. It doesn't have to be. It's just, what do you find satisfying? I find it satisfying that the sun is up today. I find it satisfying that I have electricity right now. I find internet very satisfying. I find it satisfying that engineers put together the networks for all the wiring that's needed for internet. I find it satisfying that someone else maintains that connection. I find it satisfying that I just get to enjoy it and be an end user of that product. Like, and so that's 15 minutes and then 5 minutes. So it's 20 minutes for basic maintenance of your mental and emotional health. If you guys do want help with that, I put together a 5 free video series that I break down all 5 steps of law of attraction, and I break down alignment and step 1, the ask. Step 1, the ask, when we talked about I'm looking for work, you've got to ask it in the highest possible way with positive expectation. I am now a match for work and I enjoy it. Don't go too far, just go there. Once you get that, and that's like, okay, projects are coming in, I am a highly sought after graphic designer. I'm a highly sought after graphic designer and I have many projects to pick from at any given time. Right? So I break down how to get into alignment, and I have much more examples and ideas for you guys to do that in the video. And I break down step 1, how to ask and ask, so it's actually delivered. I'll put a link for that down below so you guys can get those free videos and just get out there and start manifesting again. Okay, so I hope that video helped, guys. Comment below if you got any questions or like, but what about this scenario? I will come back and I'll make videos for you guys again. And don't forget to download that free gift, guys. Happy manifesting, and I hope you really enjoy getting back on your feet financially.